Hello, hello. So this is Kimmi with Notary Life from Kimmi, along with Mr. Cameron Wilson. And we all know that Cameron just started his notary journey. So today we are going to order his supplies. I decided to go ahead and make a video about this because many of you often ask, what supplies do I need to get started? So since Cameron is starting his journey, we're going to go step by step. And I'll just probably interview Cameron a little bit for those of you who did not see his initial video. If you did not, go back and check it out. He's been interviewed on the channel twice now, his own interview, and then also he was interviewed with other notaries on our celebration. So check out the thumbnail for Celebration of Notaries. He was interviewed on there also. So Cameron, while I pull this up, can you just give us just a slight recap of how you came to be in the notary industry?
Yes. So basically how I became a notary was, watching y'all's videos. It gave me my inspiration on becoming a notary. I just received my commission 3 days ago from the clerk. And now we're just focused on progressing on Kimmi is helping me progress with my business. Now we're working on getting our supplies and working on getting on different jobs, different aspects of this business. So it's basically like you're helping me with my journey, with my time,
Very good. Thank you so much. So let me ask you, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
Do you see it says Notary Educators?
Yes.
Okay, so this is what I recommend everybody do just to keep it simple. On Notary Educators LLC, we have our classes listed. We have the other online courses that you can take and the different books that I've written. And then what we're going to focus on today, though, I've already taken the liberty to put all the listed recommended notary supplies here. So we're going to click there. It'll take you right to my store on Amazon. And then you just click all. And these are all the things that I recommend. So just because it's here does not mean you have to buy it. Okay, so this is the supply list. So we're going to go ahead and start with some things that Cameron will need. And the first thing we're going to add to the cart would be some receipt books. So I do sometimes recommend people get these from the Dollar Tree, but unfortunately, they don't have the nicer quality anymore. So I had to kind of pull back on that one. They don't even have the nice ones anymore. So then we'll go back. So you need your receipts when you're doing your general notary work, Cameron, and everyone that's listening. And I always on my receipt, make sure that I list the travel fee. If I'm charging an additional per stamp fee, you want to list that also, okay?
Okay. Do you place, the job, what type of job it was on the receipt? Like if
that's
it was
a good question.
signing,
That's a good question. So for loan signing, you normally won't be writing a receipt because that comes from the company and they will pay you later. For your general notary work, if you wanted to write will signing on there, you could. That's an excellent question. I normally don't, but you could. I always write on there too, like if I provided the witness so they can see what they paid and the value of what they paid. That's a very good question. Okay. So something else you can add, you don't have to add it today because we're not going to be working on it, but eventually would be the specialty notary work journal that I created. That's for your I-9s, ink fingerprinting inspections and all of that. But today we're going to keep it really simple, the hardcore necessities that you need. So I like these ink pens here, these Sharpies, but for just getting started, you can go to the Dollar Tree and get some black and some blue pens, okay?
Okay.
So we'll skip that. Then you want to get you a name tag. Here's a name tag right here. I would go ahead and order that. It's only $4. So that you have to engrave. So we're not going to take time to do the engraving on that, but just so you know, I'll put it in the cart. Hold on. So let me see. I don't even know if I could put it in the cart. Anyway, so get you a name tag. So I'm not going to order that either right now, but I want you to know I would order one just so you can look professional. Eventually, when you do start doing loan signing, you can look at the folders that I have listed here. This is the portable scanner that I use. I don't recommend all this for general notary work because you won't need it. And this is a printer. Okay. I would recommend getting some of these little booties when you go into people's homes. You can put them in, wear them on your feet. So, okay, some people say, can you take your shoes off? And you may not want to take your shoes off at their home, right? So we're going to go ahead and add that to the cart.
Do you recommend anything if the owner has like pets or anything, or if you don't want you know, for instance, they don't really want, they have their house. I don't want to sound disrespectful, but their house isn't really like clean. You know what I mean? They have
Yes, that's a good point. That's why I often wear
fur on the couch or anything like
yeah, I
that.
recommend those booties too. And if the house is usually unkempt like that, you just kind of have to see where the cleanest place in the home is. Or sometimes that might even sound like, Mr. Smith, if you don't mind, we can slide right outside. And if someone's home is that bad, sometimes I found that they try to avoid you coming there anyway. They'll even ask you, is it somewhere else we can do it? Or, you know, if they don't have a lot of company and not used to really cleaning up.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so you can always try to reroute the signing within the home. Look for the cleanest area, or they might want you to sit in one part. You see a cleaner area. Hey, do you mind if we sit over there by the kitchen or whatever? Because that has happened before. So get you some of those booties in case they do ask you to take your shoes off. Then the next thing you're going to need, Cameron, is we talked about being able to stamp any kind of document, even if it doesn't have notarial wording. That's what this stamp is here, the acknowledgement stamp. So you see how you would just fill it in?
Right.
State of, county of. Remember, we used the illustration during training about if I brought you a piece of toilet paper and it didn't have any notarial wording. This is where you would use that stamp. So you'll stamp this. This will become your notarial wording. You still always use your regular ink stamp because you always stamp and sign. And then you can notarize that document. So we're going to add that to the cart.
Okay.
That is a necessity. Okay. Same thing with the Jurats stamp. And we're going to let the client choose. This is your basic Jurat stamp. Again, the state of, county of, that would be filled in. So you ask them which one. Do you remember how we said you would ask the client? I'm going to add that to your cart. Do you remember how we said we would ask the client which one they wanted?
Yes, you would either ask the client if they wanted a jurat or an application.
Or the acknowledgement. And how does that sound? You remember the conversation?
I messed up.
That's okay. How did that conversation sound?
How is it found?
How does it sound when you get ready to ask someone which one they want? Remember, because they're not gonna know what an acknowledgement is, and they're not gonna know what a
so is. Would you rather have it written, have a verbal statement saying that everything is correct in the paperwork, or would you rather have an actual written statement
or be under oath?
Yes.
So depending if they tell you, I'll just tell you it's true, you'll use your acknowledgement stamp, or if they say they want to be under oath, then you would use a Jurat stamp. Okay. Next stamp I highly recommend would be the certified copy stamp, because in our state you can certify copies. I'm gonna push back on everyone with the supplies we're ordering today. Make sure it's something you can use in your state. So it's different ways you can do it, but this is one way you can certify a copy. Somebody bring you something and you actually just use the stamp on it. Okay. We didn't actually go over that in training, but I'm going to go ahead and put that in your cart because you will need that. Not every day, but sometimes you will. So you already have the orange book, which is right here for the state of Georgia to start your business. And then if you're in any other state, I'm going to recommend you get this white book here to start your business. It's actually great. Then you need to have a journal. We talked about that. So here's a journal. I recommend right now is the integrity journal, and we can look inside it.
This is where you would keep all, the signatures of all your clients.
Yep, this is where you write everything that happened down. So this is just a sample of the inside, what it looks like. And the reason I like this, as we talked about before, is because it's just one page per client. That means everybody can't be looking over your shoulder. We're going to add that to your cart. Everybody can't look over your shoulder and see what you're doing, you know?
Right.
All right. So we have our journal. And then the next thing is going to be actually order your stamp. So we talked about that. Another lady suggested go to Office Depot, but you can get it right here on Amazon. And as you can see, this one is for Illinois. So you have to come in here, and I'm not going to do it now for time's sake, but you come in here and order your state. So that's why it says customize. So you have to go in there and put your information for the state of Georgia. So you get your stamp from here. Okay. Then we're going to order some extra ink. Always have extra ink. I like this one. It is really nice. Always keep it in an extra baggie and extra paper towels because it will leak. So we're going to add that to the cart. because you need your ink. And I often try to re-ink. You'll see when it's time, you never want your stamp to look dull. So you will
want it
see,
to be clear.
yeah, crisp and clear every time. So then you got your stamps here. So in the state of Georgia, we don't have to do fingerprinting with our journal, but these supplies here are for when you decide to add ink fingerprinting to your business. So we're not going to go into that today. And then, I don't know, you have to get you a bag. So you may not want this bag. Do you want a customized bag or you want to look for your own bag?
I'll probably look for my own bag.
Okay.
Probably have it like a, side strap or something like that.
Okay.
Kind of like that, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So just look for you a bag that can fit everything. Again, I do like these pens, but you can get them right from Dollar General to get started. You do need some gold seals because I'm crazy about an embosser. So we're going to go ahead and put that in the bag, in the cart for now. And you get 250, as you can see, for $12.91. And that always goes with the embosser. And we're going to add that to the cart. And I always use an embosser with the gold seal on normally like a wheel, power of attorney, something you want to make look pretty. But you will always, so you'll put the gold seal, then emboss it, and then you still use your regular ink stamp, your regular notary stamp. And yes, sir, what's your question?
So with the embosser, right? So you have to get that customized, right? Like where you press it down with your logo.
Yes, we're gonna pull that up right now. So this one here is actually the set that I chose, the pink one, but I'm sure you don't want a pink one. So let's go up here and see, can we open another screen and see? I think that's the last thing we're gonna order here. So let's just do embosser and see what comes back. And you can see my search, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's do embosser. I think I spelled it wrong. I did. Hold on, guys. Yeah, so this will be with your name on it also and your state. So Amazon already knows what state you're in. So you see your custom seal right here. So you can pick any of these that'll work, any of these. So they cost around $35 for the embosser. Okay, and let's go back to the ink stamp. So that's the embosser. And let's do notary stamps. Since you're in Georgia, I'm going to put that so you can just see what it looks like. Georgia. So when you put that in, it's going to already know what information is required. So you see which one? I recommend this little rectangular one for $13.95, $13.99. Don't get the round one because the round one usually don't fit most documents. So get the rectangular one, the smaller one. Can you see that one?
Yeah. Yes, I can see it.
Right there. Yep. So order that one. You can take a screenshot if you need to.
Okay. So
of that. And I'm just going to show everybody else while you're doing that. Oh, let me let you get your screenshot.
So with this, sorry, but with so it's showing this little seal right here. So it's already going to come like that.
Yep.
When you
but
order
you have to
okay.
type in what you have to type your words in though.
So
and
it's
don't forget your
made.
Custom made. Yep. And don't forget your stamp needs to match your signature down at the county. So if you put Cameron Wilson, then that's what you want on there. If you put Cameron R or Cameron W, whatever you sign down there, that's what your stamp needs to match. And that's for everybody. So you don't have to go to Office Depot, guys. You can order right here online. So let me go back. I just want to show you. So if you're in the state of California, I'm just going to show you a couple. So you put California in and they already know what information is required in your state. And you just custom order from here, okay? Let's do one more. How about if you are in New York? So you just type New York, notary stamp, and it already knows what's required in the state of New York. So all of this is what's required. And it's going to ask you to customize it, okay? And then what else you would need? So we already talked about from the Dollar Tree, you're going to buy some blue ink pens, some black ink pens. We ordered your journal. You're going to order your bag separately. You have to come back and do your embosser and your rectangular stamp because they have to be custom made. You have your receipt book. Let's talk about one more thing you need to do, how to collect payments. So we talked about that in class yesterday, but I'm just going to show everyone here right quick so you can come. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to come back over here to Notary Educators and you can use my coupon code here to sign up for Square payment processing. And then when you sign up using my code, I get a discount on my future processing, like how much they charge the person to pay when you make a payment. Like I think it's 3%, but they give you a discount. I don't know how much, but they'll give me a discount and you a discount on future processing. So you can just come back over here to Notary Educators, LLC, and sign up for Square processing. And as I always talk about with Square, you see the different units you can use. The most common though you'll be using out there is either on your phone like this, remote, or the chip. Let's see, they have a picture of it. Let's see. Contactless, this right here. I love this. And it usually comes in a set. Some people say you can get it on Costco or Amazon. And let's just look it up right quick while we are here. Let's do Square. And I'm gonna put Costco or Sam's. Because some people say you can get it there to set for like $35 or something. So you hear the reader is $49. It comes with the chip also.
Right.
So, and you get the reader for free too, I think. So it's less than $50. Because when you're doing your general notary work, you need a way for people to pay you. You need a way for them to pay you. So that is it on ordering the supplies, guys. Everything you need, again, is over at notaryeducatorsllc.com. We try to make things simple for you. Just come over here to the website and click on the supply list. And then let's go back to see what Cameron's total is right now, so we can kind of just get an idea. So we're at 121, and you actually have to order your stamps. So we didn't include those here. So all of this right here is 121. And then the other stamp was, so let's do the math. So we're at 121. The other stamp was like, let's say 15 including tax. And the embosser, that was about 35. So you're at less than $200 to start your business. That's not including your bag and your 2 sets of pens, ink pens from the Dollar Tree. So I usually have a bunch of ink pens. I try to have at least, you want to have at least 10 of each. So like 1 10-pack of each from the Dollar Tree should get you started. And then one more thing you want to order is your business cards. So let's just go over here to Vistaprint right quick, because a lot of times people ask me about that. Let's go to Vistaprint. So you can click on Vistaprint over here. Always try to look for a coupon code, but you can get your business cards from right here. Browse the designs. I usually order them about 1,500 at a time. Let's just pick one so we can just get an idea. So you can get 100 for $17. Just getting started, that's about all you need. Watch my video on how to fill out how to have a nice business card. Excuse me, I try to always have a picture on there, list your services on there. So watch my video before you actually order your cards, Cameron.
All right.
And it's watching. So here's the business cards. So
is this the same website? Oh, is it?
This is Vistaprint.
Okay. Is this the same website where you have the magnets on your vehicle?
Yeah. Well, I didn't get my magnets from here. So this is Vistaprint. They do sell magnets. I'm going to show you where I got mine from. So who's ever watching this video may also want to use them. So I got mine from Sinazon. Sounds like Amazon, but it's Sinazon. Let's click over there right quick. That's a good question. And we'll do car magnets. I just like theirs. I don't know why, but I ordered mine from them, and I see they have nice magnets. I love their magnets. So
that's a nice design.
Yeah, so you can put mobile notary, you know, give you choices on here. So that's Sinazon.com is where I get my magnets from. So Vistaprint does do magnets also. Let's just look really quick. And they do t-shirts at Vistaprint. They do everything. So have some merchandise with your name on it, like your hat, your shirt, business cards, magnets. Yep. Any other questions for me, Cameron, about supplies or anything we've been talking about?
No. That's pretty much all I have to ask.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off here. So again, guys, you can get all your supplies. Check out my supply list at notaryeducatorsllc.com. Mostly everything can come from Amazon. Get your Square from the Square website. Get your magnets from Sinazon or Vistaprint. Business cards from Sinazon or Vistaprint. Either one, and you should be all set. Well, we are wishing you guys much success in your notary business. We are praying for Cameron also to have a successful business. As he continues his journey, we're going to continue to update you. And it's been our pleasure. Bye. Okay, Cameron. Hold on. Hold on. Is it still recording? Pause.